How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of SevTech Ages. Today we are back on Mars because we need to get our hands on some of the desh stuff, and while we're also here, we're going to be looking for the dungeons here on Mars so that we can get our hands on a rover as well as the next tier of rockets, and then we are most likely going to have to rinse and repeat that on another couple planets because we need to get all the way to Saturn. I don't know if we're going to do that today, kind of depending on how far away these dungeons are, but we're going to try and get all this going. We had one of the little meteorites land here, and I'm kind of curious if we still get the same iron stuff that we were getting on the moon. We sure do. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to really harvest those things too much here, I don't think, at the moment, but let me go ahead and see if we have any dungeons around. And are we able to use this thing at all? We sure are. Okay, cool. We don't fall too fast. So let me get to running around, seeing if we can find anything. Hopefully they're just holes in the ground like they were on the moon. If not, then maybe a structure or something. I'm not really sure here, but let me go ahead and see if I can find one. All right, well, I think we found one already. This is not super far away from the thing over there, and we took fall damage from that, really. Okay. Let me go ahead and start clearing this, and hopefully the boss is not too bad, but let's go ahead and see. Is it going to be the same thing, kind of like it was on the moon, just a bunch of random garbage in here? Yep. And let's see, we got a spawner room that's got dudes in here. Okay. Let me go ahead and get all the way to the boss, and then we can see what that guy's going to be about. All right, well, I think this is the boss location. It sure looks like it. Okay. And how do we fight this guy now? Because the TNT doesn't blow up when we shoot it back at him. Okay. Little dude there. His health bar is not moving. Do I kill the little dudes? That doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Can I figure this out on my own? Let's see. Maybe we got to break all the little eggs on the side. All right. Well, I just got done killing all the little eggs around the room, and now I'm able to actually chuck the TNT at him. Although, was I able to do that before? I probably was. Okay, I had to hit it in the body. So I probably didn't have to kill everything in the room. That was probably more work than it had to be. But if this guy could kindly aim, there we go. And this should be pretty quick work here. If I could get the TNT to go where I want it to go. There we go. All right, nice. So the chest is going to be over there. Hopefully we get really lucky here. And let's see what we got. We got the rocket. Oh, we got the automatic cargo rocket. Ugh, that's not the one we wanted. Okay, we got a desh helmet though. So that's neat. I am going to I guess run around, find another one of these dungeons. Now that I know how to actually fight the thing, it shouldn't take as long. Actually, you know what? On the way out of here, I noticed that we had some ore on the way in, and we have some desh as well as copper right there. Let's grab that. And then there's something right there as well that I kind of want to see what it is if I can land. So that is copper. That is tin. Okay, we don't need either one of those at the moment. I think it's just generic tin and copper. So let's grab that last little bit of desh. We also got some more behind the little wall there. Let's grab that as well. We're going to need a lot of this stuff, I think, because for the next rocket, Tier 3 rocket, we need a lot of the heavy plating, a heavy rocket, a heavy fin, as well as a heavy nose, and all of that is desh. So it's only one desh per plate. So it's not that much, but we are going to have to harvest some of it so that we have it on hand. So whenever I do see it, I'll be grabbing it here. All right, well, attempt number 2 here. Let's see. We've got the same rocket schematic again. Oof. Okay. You know what I didn't do in the last one was gather the glowstone, so that was my bad. But I'm going to continue looking. Hopefully we can get this done in 3, and we don't have to find more than that. The little boss fight isn't super complicated, but it does take a minute, so I'd rather not have to run it over and over and over again today. Come on, lucky number 3. We've got the same thing yet again. Come on now, dang it. Lucky number 4. Come on, lucky number 4. Nope, it's not it again. Dang it. Oh, you know what? That's actually my mistake here. This is the Tier 3 rocket. I thought it was another one of the cargo rockets because it's also blue. So I just kind of wrote it off and thought it was the cargo rocket without actually reading the description. So that makes me wonder if I've already done that with the other 2 schematics that we've gotten from the other 2 dungeons. So I'm actually going to go back home real quick and just check because I've already gone and dropped off everything because we were kind of running low on space. So let me go see if I made a mistake already and we have multiples of these things or not. All right, well, at least that's good. We didn't waste any time here because these are all cargo rockets, so that's good. But we did find the tier 3 rocket in the 4th dungeon there, so let's go ahead and plop it in here and see what it's going to do. Actually, it's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to unlock the schematic, and then we have the option to build it now, but we do not have the desh currently to build it. We need to go gather some more. I didn't really find all that much. We have 21 right now, and does that go into a 1-to-1? That goes into the ingots, and then we can crush that into a 2-to-1. Ooh, okay. We might actually have enough. Let me very quickly count up all the desh that we need. Alrighty, well, it looks like we have just enough right now. We only need 17 of these things, and that's going to give us 34 plates, and we only need 33 plates right now. So let me go ahead and get all this stuff crafted down and smushed into the plates that we need. And then here in a second, we should be going to whatever planet this is going to allow us to go to. I'm not really sure where we need to go because the next one is Saturn in our advancement here. But I'm going to guess that's probably not going to be doable with that tier 3 rocket if I can press the right button here. So let's see. If we go to Mercury, does it tell us that we need a specific rocket? A tier 3 rocket. There we go. So, ooh, wrong button again. Let's see. We go to Mars. We need to go to Jupiter. That is a tier 4. Saturn is a tier 5. Venus is a tier 3 as well. So we can go to both of the inner planets with this next rocket. So that's good. Is the tier 2 only go to that? Can we go to the asteroid belts? We can't go to that either. Okay. So we have to go to either Mercury or Venus next. And that means we're going to need 2 more of those portals as well, which I have all the star metals set aside already. I just need to go ahead and craft those together. So let me get all the plates put together, get the 2 portals put together as well, and then we are going to be off exploring here in just a second. Well, I got everything ready, so let's get our rocket put together and see if we can actually survive on one of these inner planets. I'm not really sure if we can, but there's our tier 3 rocket ready to go. And while I show you guys why I don't think this is going to go well for us, I will let this thing just fill up with some fuel. And, oh, hello, creeper. Hello, goodbye. Thank you. Let me get my batteries ready. Let's also get some of those charging. Okay, so one of the reasons why I don't think this is going to work out too well for us is because if we click on Venus, we have a temperature of 5 Celsius and a corrosive atmosphere. If we look at Mars, where we just were, we have a -1 Celsius, and obviously there's no corrosive atmosphere, right? So I'm not really sure if we're going to survive on Venus. If we do, hopefully we survive long enough to actually plop down the portal, at the very least. But I don't know if we can actually go to Mercury today, because if we click on that guy, we have a temperature of 50 Celsius. The corrosive thing is not there, but we have a tier 2 thermal set that we can wear. And there's not really anything else under Galacticraft, but if we go on over to Extra Planets, which is where we got our spacesuit from, there is a whole bunch more stuff here. So there's a tier 3 one that says it's required for Mercury, so I imagine we're probably going to die or take damage while we're on Mercury. So we're probably going to have to get that thing up and running before we go there. We also have one that is required for Jupiter and Saturn, so that's something that we do have to craft. And then we have one for the rest of the planets, which I don't think we're actually going to bother going that far out if we don't need to. So I like the mod so far, but if there's no reason to go to the exoplanets or the further out planets, then I don't really plan on doing that. And at the moment, the recipes I don't think are super duper horrible. We got compressed desh, we got thermal, which is just more desh, and more thermal, which is just redstone and wool. So I need to start farming up my wool again because I've blown through all of it and I don't have a good spider farm up and running, so I can't really do anything with that. But, oh no, okay, how are we looking on fuel? We are good on fuel. Okay, great. This thing empty, we have a little bit left in there, so we are going to be using up or wasting a little bit of fuel, but that's fine. I'll hopefully be okay with that. But before we lift off, I did go ahead and move all of our machines over here, and I made a electric compressor. This thing is a lot faster than the coal one that we were using, so that's our new machine. Everything else is the same as it was in the factory. I just went ahead and scooted it on over here just to try and make my life a little bit easier here, because I didn't have to keep walking all the way over there to charge things and fix up things. So this is working out pretty well. The only downside is once I run out of power, I have to run back over there, turn the generator on. But other than that, we should be fine. And I think at the moment we are good to take off. We don't need anything else. We are going to Venus. And I'm also going to just start farming up the wool required for these guys because we pretty much have everything. I'm also going to have to go back to Mars and farm up more of the desh. Unless we have desh on Venus? Is that a thing that can happen? Not according to the mineral list here. So I am going to have to go back to Mars and farm up some desh, but that's not really going to be that much of an issue. So let's go ahead and take off and land on Venus. Well, let's go ahead and see what this entry is going to look like. Are we going to be in control? We are not. Okay. It doesn't look like we're taking more radiation than we were on Mars, so that's a good sign. And the armor durability should be what's going to be taking the brunt of our damage. So we can't really get too far away from our portal. And are we falling? We're falling very slowly. Okay, in a minute here, we should be... Oh, invalid thermal protection. Okay, that was what I was kind of afraid of. And it's going up. Uh-oh. Please land so I can very quickly plop this thing down. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Oh, real quickly, I'm just going to chuck this down. Later on, I'll bury it in the ground. That's fine. We are starting to take a little bit of damage here. So these guys are not dropping. We just don't have good thermal protection. So I'm going to skip the desh one that we have. Not the moon, not the Mars. Where's my base? There we go. I'm going to skip the desh one, because there is a tier 2 one that requires desh and more of the thermal stuff, and just go straight on over to the tier 3 one that is required for Mercury. I'm hoping that's going to be good, because it's going to be a step above, right? So hopefully that means it's going to be better than what we have on right now. Anyways, though, I'm going to go ahead and harvest up all of the wool that we're going to need for this, as well as head back to Mars and collect the desh that we need as well, because we're going to need a full set of armor plus another 4 on top of that. So what is that, like 28, I think? 27, 28, something like that. So we have 1 already smushed. We have another 4 in our chest. Yeah, we have 4 left. So we don't need that much, but I'm going to harvest it with our hammer. Oh, we don't get it. Oh, we do get a vein mined. So maybe we get lucky and only have to find a little bit of it because we might be able to fortune it. But if not, then I'm going to be harvesting for a little while as well as doing all of our wool stuff. So let me go ahead and do all this. Hopefully in the next couple of minutes, you guys are ready to go back to Venus. And in an hour or so, I'm ready to go back to Venus. But anyways, let me get to work here. Alrighty, well, we finally got all of our thermal gear ready to go here. That totally didn't take more than an hour to get all the wool required to get that thing crafted. But I also set up a couple things in between cuts here because we didn't really have a good form of automating our wool. Well, we have that little sheep over there, but I have to manually shear them. So what I went ahead and did was I set up a vanilla wool farm, which I didn't realize doesn't work in this pack, either because of the version of Minecraft that we're on, or it's just something that's disabled in this pack. So I went ahead and set up this thing. We have one of the automated users from Cyclic running, and that's shearing all the sheep in here. It's going into a drawer. We have a vacuum hopper on the bottom of it, sucking all the wool up and shoving it in there. And to have this thing running constantly, instead of running over there, turning our generator on over and over again, I went ahead and built out 6 of the thermoelectric generators from Immersive Engineering, and I have those guys down in the basement of our factory running with uranium on one side and the liquid starlight on the other. And with all 6 of those things down, we have enough power being generated to run the automated user as well as supply the power to these guys because they continually drain power. I don't know why. I can't seem to disable them with a lever. So it's just something that continually pulls power. So now that we have those links down, we are pretty good on power. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We still do have to turn on the generator from time to time if we run our machines that are actually in the warehouse, because we can't actually power those and have enough power being produced. So that's what I've been doing. It's taken a little while, but we are finally ready to head back to Venus. Is where we were. So let's go ahead and see if we can find any of the dungeons there and maybe get lucky and get the next rocket tier, because we should have the infrastructure in place right now to potentially get another set of gear going. Our holdup now is going to be the sugarcane. I have a bunch of the bonsai pots down, automating our sugarcane production, but it's not the fastest thing in the world, and I just recently harvested everything and turned it into wool. So we're going to most likely need this thing next, right? Because we need to go to Saturn. That's the end goal here. And we're going to need a whole nother set of the thermal cloth to get there. I have a little bit backlogged because I did make a lot more than I probably needed, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get a full set going. We have 40. So we don't need that much, but we are going to need a little bit of it. Anyways, though, let me go ahead and go to Venus, see if we are taking damage. And if we are, then we need to figure something out. If we aren't, then we can explore a little bit and hopefully find that rocket. All right, well, it seems like everything is good. We aren't having a high radiation spike like we were on the bottom right here. We are staying kind of neutral. So that's great. Let's see. If we hit our map, do we have a dungeon in spawn? That would have been cool. We do not. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Nothing within range. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to run around because we do have gravity. Oh, actually. Oh, we didn't take any damage. Okay. I might slingshot around. I'm not sure just yet. I don't really want to be taking a crazy amount of damage by doing full damage over and over again, but let me get to looking for a dungeon, and maybe here in a second we get one. Well, I haven't had any luck yet, but I did find some volcanic rock. Okay, that's why it was called volcanic rock. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay, yep, I thought it was going to be something cool to pick up, but it was not. It was a troll. It was a troll and a half. All right, let's not do that again. I'm going to continue looking for our dungeon here. This planet can just shut up. It's just storming constantly. Shush. Holy cow. Well, I found a little box down here. Crash probe. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I'm not having any luck on this planet, so I think I'm actually just going to go on over to Mercury because I don't know where a dungeon's going to be. I'm not scanning any within range of us, and I feel like I'm just... Ooh, we got one of those things. Cool. What is this, by the way? Is this acid? It is. Ooh, okay. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head back to our portal, jump back to our overworld, and then launch on over to Mercury and see if we get any better luck here. Ooh, that's cool. It's a sprout, or a spout. Can we get that? Nope, that goes right into the sulfuric acid area. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave. I've scanned a bit of the area, and I'm just not getting any hits here, so... I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's like 1,000 blocks away or something. I don't know. But if I don't get lucky on Mercury, hopefully it's going to be a lot quieter than this place is right now, because this is just constant lightning over and over and over again. I can't stand it. So with that radioisotope core, I thought there was going to be more things we can craft with that, but there's only one recipe, and that's for a infinite battery. It's going to have a low energy output, but hopefully that means we don't have to carry all those other batteries with us anymore. So let's take that, and we can see how much power this is going to output real quickly by doing that, and it's very slow. That's like maybe 10 or 20 RF every time the number goes up there. That's not horrible, but yeah, we don't have to actually carry the other thing with us anymore, so that's nice. Well, it looks like we have to slow down coming into Mercury, so that's a nice change. But let's see. Let's not slow down completely. We're on 500, so we got a ways to go, it looks like, I think. Hopefully I don't hit the ground. And there we go. Nice. Okay, so this kind of looks like the moon. We got a bunch of little villages. We are safely down. Nice. Let's get our rocket back. And we can also plop our portal down. Probably right here by the village. All right, well, there we go. So let's go ahead and see if we get luckier on this planet now that we hopefully don't have storms. I don't hear anything. It's really, really quiet here, so that's fantastic for us. And let's see. Do we got anything close by? We do indeed. Look at that. That's great. Okay, that's a good sign. Well, here's our first dungeon on Mercury. So it's going to be the same thing, I believe. I don't know if there's any differences between these other than the boss fight on the end. So let me just go ahead and run on over and we can see what that's going to be. All right, well, here we go. We got a giant magma cube. I just want to very quickly take care of that guy. And can we just do damage to this guy? We can indeed. Okay, well, that'll take a couple seconds here, and then he'll be dead. And hopefully We get incredibly lucky. That would be fantastic. If we get the rocket on the first try, that would be cool. And let's see, did we get lucky? We've got a tier 4 rocket right away. That's awesome. So we don't even have to stay here all that long. There is, I believe, carbon that we want from this planet, though. Actually, does it tell me right there? It might. There's carbon on this planet, and we need carbon for something I was looking at. Ah, there we go. We're going to need the carbon for the next level of the thermal gear, as well as the rocket boosters. So we do want to stick around here for a little while longer and actually mine some of that up. So it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully I can just strip mine it like I did with the desh. I got really lucky with that, by the way. There was just a cave underneath our portal. So I stripped mine down, and then I was going to start strip mining around and got lucky and fell right into a cave. And there was just a whole bunch there. We got like a stack or two of desh in less than a couple minutes there. So it was really, really nice. Hopefully we can get that going again here. I'm going to go ahead and just strip mine over by the portal. That way we can jump right out and leave if need be. Well, I didn't spend too much time strip mining, but I got 45 of the carbon ores. So that's going to hopefully be enough to do the armor set that we need, as well as the rocket boosters. But let's go ahead and unlock this guy as well so that we can craft it. And let's just see what that recipe is going to actually be. So everything is orange, and we're going to need mercury. We're going to need some carbon. We're going to need heavy-duty plating, which is stuff that we can make already. Okay, so I'm most likely going to have to get more carbon. That's not an issue. I have to go back and mine some of the mercury ingots because I didn't realize we needed some of that, so I didn't grab any. We need to go do that. We need a tier 2 launch pad as well for this guy. Anything else? We got the fancy things. We've got all of that. We're going to need orange wool for this stuff instead. And everything is pretty much the same recipes except for the heavy-duty plating now. So how do I get a launch pad tier 2? Right there. We're going to need some titanium. Okay. Titanium and titanium. All right, where do I get titanium from? Well, I'm not exactly sure if titanium has a chance of spawning here in the overworld or not, because we have the little titanium cluster, but the other way of finding it is apparently through this ore type here. And the way that we get that is by going to the asteroid belt, apparently. So right now, we can go ahead and head on over. We are able to do that because it's a tier 3 location as well. We have no dungeons to look for. We are just going to be strip mining pretty much. So let me go ahead and throw together another portal because I didn't have one built for this. I wasn't really expecting to go there today. So let me go ahead and do that. Should take 2 seconds. We have everything else ready pretty much to just launch immediately again here. So let me get the portal and we can jump on over to the asteroid belt and see if we can get our hands on some titanium. Well, let's see how we land on an asteroid, and it looks like we have a lot to choose from. This is another one we can't slow down. I imagine the parachute's going to open any time now. Nope. Okay, that's probably not great. I don't want to be in F5 mode. Nope. Put me back in normal mode. Put me back in normal mode. Holy cow. Okay, creepers. Calm down. Calm down. I don't have a jetpack, so I don't know what's going to happen if we fall off this asteroid and we don't manage to land on another one. So let's try not to find that out right now. That would be ideal. But anyways, now that we kind of cleared this, I don't have my launch pad. There it is. Hello. All right, I'm going to torch this up a little bit, make it a little safe. All right, well, we have our portal down, so now we can start looking for some titanium, although I am a little worried about falling off of here. So what I think I'm going to do, if we do end up falling and potentially dying here, is upgrading our chest piece, because we can actually turn this into a jetpack, and that way we don't have to worry about potentially falling off and potentially dying here. But while we're here, let's go ahead and at least just chance it and see if we can find any. I want to go down a little bit because we have another asteroid right below us. And I don't know how big these things are, or if the titanium can even spawn on the insides here. But let's just punch a hole in, and then we can just vein mine and see if potentially we got any titanium on this beginning asteroid. Okay, I'm guessing that we are most likely looking for a specific asteroid because there's nothing on here except for rock. So if we head back out here, we've got an ice one over to the side, And I think we saw that already. Let me get rid of that guy. We got an ice one. We've got just the same ones over there as well. So what if we chance this? We jump over to the ice one. Hopefully we land on it. And then I can do the same thing over there and just strip mine it a little bit and see if maybe we have titanium in there. Because I'm not seeing any other different ones, right? These all look the same except for the ice. So let me go ahead and land and see what we got here. Maybe it could also be these guys too. There's a bunch of little like pebbles all over the place. So maybe it could also be that. I'm not too sure. And the ice is like a little ball of green stuff. Okay. That's kind of neat. Not what we're looking for, but still kind of cool. I don't know why all this stuff's here when it's all lit up, though. And that's pretty much all this asteroid is. So it's pretty hollow. We got some dirt layers, and then we're right out the bottom there. So this is also probably not what we're looking for. All right, well, I went ahead and jumped back to base real quick and upgraded our chest piece. So now we have the jetpack on here, and we can go around to any asteroid that we want to go to. It's not going to be an issue now. So let's go this way and just see if maybe we have it here. There's also a little tiny one right there, and I don't know what exactly I'm looking for. I know that I'm looking for some specific ore, but I don't know if it has a better chance of spawning on the big ones, on the little ones, where exactly I should be looking right now. But one thing that we can do is just disable our shape on our vein mine and just eat the entire asteroid pretty much. And eventually here, one of these is going to have titanium, dang it. I have all the food in the world to do this, so I don't really care how much this is going to burn through our stuff, but eventually we are going to find some like that. Or actually, no, that's meteoric iron. Ooh, there's a lot of it here too. Okay, that is good. That's what we want as well. Although we're not really picking anything up. There we go, we got some of it. Oh, you know what? I was about to strip mine this asteroid as well, but there's a structure in that direction. So if I could just, for a second, there we go, thank you. Let's see what this thing is. Looks kind of cool. We got like a spaceship dock or something going on over here. We got some dudes over here as well. Let's get rid of them, hopefully, before anything blows up. That would be fantastic as well. Get out of here, cool, okay. Maybe we got something here. Also, the titanium is a low chance of spawning, so I could be clearing some asteroids for a little while before we actually get some to actually pop in. So for right now, let's just see what we got. We got a launch pad back there. That's kind of neat. Is this an upgraded one that we can steal? Nope. We've got a cargo loader and an unloader. Ooh, we got poisonous potatoes. We got more of this stuff. I will take it. Never mind, I can't take it. Why can't I take it? Oh, okay. We got a strain seed. We got that. I can probably break it and then steal it like that, maybe. Nope, that also didn't... Okay. Anyways, we got that now. Maybe all the inventory's in there. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But is there anything else to this building that we can do? Let's see, is there a top floor? Maybe. Let's just jetpack out and see. No, that's pretty much it. Okay. I'm going to get back to looking for some more titanium, or some titanium in general here, because I still haven't found any. So I'll be right back with you guys. Well, I'm not quite done searching the asteroids for today, but currently I'm waiting for some more food to process through. So that's currently getting smelted down, and while we wait for that to happen, I figured we can grab some emeralds, because I would like to upgrade our drawers a little bit, and to do that, we are going to need some emeralds. That is currently the highest upgrade that we have available for them, and so I figured let's go ahead and grab that while we wait, and hopefully we can start kind of compressing down some of our storage here, because right now we have multiple chests full of cobble, and we also have a couple chests just full of all the junk from the asteroids as well, which I should probably start chucking, but I'm kind of just hoarding everything at the moment. So let me dig our way down. We should be right above the emeralds here, and there we go. Nice. All right, so that guy can get. Let's trigger this back to not have a shape, and let's collect all the emeralds that we got. There's a lot of these deposits all over the place. I keep finding these way more commonly than I do diamonds, but I did eventually find 2 diamond deposits over there. So I already harvested one of them. I got another one over there that I didn't touch yet. So I was a little low on diamonds, and now I'm no longer low on them, thankfully enough here. But there we go. We got our emeralds. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple drawer upgrades. Probably use all of the emeralds that we just got on the upgrades, honestly, because I don't think there's really anything else that we want to use them for at the moment. So let me go ahead and get those put together. Hopefully we have our food done in just a second, and we can go continue searching for some more titanium. So it's been a little while, but we have finally found it. I didn't realize it had a whole little like ore picture on the side. I was looking for this stuff, just named that. So that was my bad. I was really stressing out that I missed it already, and I was just chucking it out of my inventory. But thankfully enough, that doesn't seem to be the case. And it breaks down into ore chunks. Look at that. Okay, cool. So we're also getting iron from this. I also just found aluminum ore on the other asteroid right over there. So this has turned out pretty well. I'm going to make sure to clean this thing out completely and make sure I don't leave any here, although we don't need very much. We only need, was it 6, I think, titanium to get the launch pad put together, and we got 2.5 stacks just about. So yeah, that is fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to leave because there's not really much else I want to do right now. I'm so tired of vein mining asteroids, but there is a building right here in the asteroid. And it's not the one that we went to earlier, so if I could very quickly just take care of all this for 2 seconds, please. Leave me alone. And get rid of this guy as well. Let's go ahead and break our way in. Probably shouldn't vein mine because it's going to break everything, but there we go. Let's see, we got an energy module. We got... I don't know what this is. It's like a whole little setup thing going on. Energy clusters, energy cluster. Okay. It might be worth breaking this stuff down, especially the airlock frames. Those are expensive if I remember correctly. You guys probably can't see a darn thing. Okay. My bad. Let's do that. Let's also just run on through. Ooh, another NASA workbench. Cool. We don't need that. We already got one. We got some more machines. We got upgraded machines, I think. They're blue. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm going to break all this stuff down, though, and take it with us. Why not? It's free gear. Alrighty. Well, we are finally back at base. So we got the titanium from the asteroids, which is great. We're going to need that to craft up the Tier 2 launch pad. So we need one of those. And then it looks like we also need them for the rocket fins. So that's nice that we got 2 stacks because I didn't realize we needed that for those. And we can also use it to make a Tier 2 spacesuit. So we might actually need that as well. I'm not sure. We'll see next episode, I suppose. If we do need it, we hopefully have the titanium for it because it looks like this stuff breaks down into 2. So even though we only have a stack of it right now, we actually have multiple stacks because it breaks down. If I can click on the right thing, dang it, here we go. Yeah, it breaks, one of those clusters breaks into 2, so we've got 4 stacks, almost, was that 5? Close to 5.5 stacks of titanium, if that's the case. So we should have more than enough to get everything up and running next episode. But for today, that is actually where we're going to be wrapping up today's episode. In between episodes, I'm going to go back to Mercury and harvest up the other metal that I needed for the rocket itself. I think we needed like mercury ingots or mercury tin or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I'm going to head back over there, mine up a little bit, and hopefully have enough to build our rockets and stuff so that we can go on over to Saturn next episode. But anyways, that is it for today's episode, so I hope you guys have enjoyed as always, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching!